All right, so yesterday I made the trade. I got rid of the Acura and got a 2008 Pontiac G6 GTP. And this thing rides like crap. The rear has no springs in it right now, so we're gonna go and put some springs in it. I love how it sits right now, but it needs a little bit of cushion. So we're gonna take care of that and get this car riding like a car again. Only slammed, because I love it. We need you. All right, so I just got the jack set up. We're about to pull the wheel off. Luckily, it's the same wheel locks that are on my Benz, so I have the key to get them off because the key wasn't in the glove box, so that's a good thing. But we're gonna pop the wheel off now, throw the springs in, and hopefully get this to a nice height where it's still tucking, but actually has a little cushion. Hit that like button. Let's see how this goes. All right. Right now, there are no springs in here. A little bit of camber wear on the tire, but not too bad. I was expecting worse. Okay, so here's what we're working with. Here's where the spring should be, but there is no spring. So we're gonna take care of that. I've had these sitting around for a few months now, and we're putting them to good use. So they're gonna go in here. That should raise the car up about an inch, which will still have it tucking, and I'll still be happy with how it looks. And at least then it should drive a little bit better. Good, got the ring off. Woo. Good to go. We have it nice and flat, and now when it sits, it'll sit perfectly inside the car instead of being on an angle or bouncing around. I mean, you can't really bounce around, there's gonna be weight on it, but it'll be flat and locked more into place. So that's what we're looking for. Let's go put this back in the car. Bolt out. Keep down nice and easy. Put the spring inside now. Back in place. All right, so this has been a complete pain, but got the bolt through. We have the spring in. Should be good, hopefully. Okay, so once again, we have the bolt locked. Now we're gonna tighten it up this time, so. Looks pretty damn tight to me. All right, so we have the spring inside the car. We're about to raise the car back up, put the wheel on, and we're gonna take the jack back out, let it sit, do the other side, and then we'll take it for a drive and see how it is. Hopefully we're good. Right now, I think the ride height is gonna be just about perfect for where I want the car to be, not going too high, and it'll still be good enough where it'll be low enough to make me happy. So hopefully, keep our fingers crossed. Let's do this. Back on. Spring's sitting good. That is a good ride height. I like that. Our ride height is on point. Looking so good. All right, so the new ride height is looking way better than before we had the springs cut. We're sitting exactly where I want it to be. Looking really good. And I'm sure that with the spring in there now, it's not gonna be as bouncy. So that's gonna also be a big plus. Take a walk around the car real quick and we'll see what the other side's looking like now that both wheels are down. That is exactly what I want. Just tucking the top of the tire is exactly how I want it. Okay, so this Pontiac GTP really needs a paint job. Both fenders were replaced, so they are currently black. They have not been sprayed yet, and that's bothering the hell out of me. So until I get the actual paint for the real paint job that I'm gonna do to this car, I'm gonna do a temporary fix. And I went to AutoZone, picked up some Duplicolor, and then got some high gloss acrylic clear coat. And I think this is just about as close as I'm gonna get for a paint that I'm buying at AutoZone, but we're gonna go test it out and hopefully it'll match up good enough. I can't stand having black fenders on a blue car. And I just want them to be blue. Even if it's a slightly different shade of blue, I would rather it all be blue. So let's go do this. I mean, it's a little sparklier, but I'm fine with that. Still looks better than the black. And the match isn't too far off. It could be worse. Okay, so we have both fenders officially painted blue, and not all that great. The color match is not that good, but it's a lot better than the black and blue that was there before. So I would rather 2 shades of blue or 3 shades of blue because the hood is kind of faded, but I'd rather that than the black and blue. So one step further, we have about 2 weeks before we could actually paint the whole car, and I'm gonna be real happy when that day comes. All right, so we have 2 slightly color matched fenders. We have a new ride height, and the car no longer rides like shit. It actually rides really well. So I'm really happy with it. Hit that like button, subscribe, stay tuned for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.